Hi, Shikha, and a big hello to all the moms who are watching. And I just want to I want to say that, these are trying times for all of us. We're going through a lot at this particular point of time. But what's most important at this point of time is we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our mental health. We need to take care of our physical health. We need to build up our immunity and make ourselves strong so that nothing can come in our way. Moms have the biggest, the hardest job that anyone in the family can have, because apart from being someone who works and is responsible for her job, she has the entire responsibility of the family, of her kids, of her husband. It's wonderful when the husband shares the load and participates in home chores as well, but moms have it harder. And so they first need to take care of themselves. They need to take care of themselves. Like they say, when you're up in an aeroplane, that oxygen mask, when it comes down, first you need to put it on yourself so that you can take care of yourself to take care of others. You can take care of others only once you've taken care of yourself and you made yourself strong enough to take care of others.
That's so true, and you have so sort of topically opened our live session today. So big hi to all the people watching you on Facebook Live as well, and of course Instagram. And it's so good to be meeting you. I hope you're doing well.
Shikha, thank you very much. I am doing very well. I am taking each day, one day at a time, and that's the only way to do it at this point of time. Because, actually I started my self-isolation because I had traveled. I'd gone to Australia in early March. I started my self-isolation from the 15th of March. So I have not left my home in effect from 15th of March. Not stepped out of my house. Not to buy groceries, not for anything. So I have been indoors. But I've been finding ways to keep it all going. I've been exercising. I've given myself a routine. So I'm getting along. I'm going to help. I'm going to speak to other moms and tell them how I've done it. But how are you doing, Shikha? I hope you're well. You're looking very good. You're looking radiant and positive and smiling. And that's great.
So much. Yes, I think it's the vibe that's reflecting. So yes, I'm doing good, and I always believe that you are a superwoman and a super mom also, for that matter. We all know that you are an actress, you are a fitness enthusiast, and above all, a fit mom, So drum rolls, everybody, and some happy emojis. Let's welcome Mandira, Bedi. This is Sun Peace Mom's Magic Power to You series. So stay strong, moms. And Mandira, that at Mom's Magic, we aspire our moms to be physically, mentally, and emotionally strong, because that the world needs their magic more than ever. And incidentally, if I may say so, as part of my night routine, I'm in the middle of reading your book, which is Happy for No Reason,
Thank you.
And on the 150th page, I remember that you've written that you exercise no more just for physical fitness, but to also take care of your mental and emotional being. Now, that's such a powerful vibe for all the moms watching you right now.
Absolutely. It's not, there was a time when I started exercising and it was all about, I need to fit into that dress, or I need to look good for so-and-so outfit, or so-and-so shoot, or so-and-so whatever. It ceased to be that. Now, exercise is my meditation. Exercise is my happy place. And, they talk about endorphins. There's no, truer fact than that when you exercise, the way you feel after a workout, the way you feel after you exercise, lots of endorphins, get thrown about. You feel good, you feel better. And just as a corollary to what's going on right now, it's not just endorphins. Now we've got something called endorphins. We've got endorphins because we have to stay indoors. And yet we're going to exercise, yet we're going to stay positive, yet we're going to be in a happy place. Or that's what we have to do. We have to find that happy place. We have to find a way to keep it all going. Look, all of us have our different sets of issues, different problems. People are having disturbed sleep patterns. People are having anxiety. They're having fear, nervousness. So everybody has to deal with things in a different way. I want to share something that the start of this lockdown, the first week of the lockdown, we have such strong wills and such strong minds that in the first week itself, all these messages were going about these are the symptoms to look out for, these are the symptoms, this is what happens, this is what you feel. People have gotten to a space of actually feeling those symptoms even when they aren't really there, because your mind has willed it to happen. I worked myself up into such a frenzy that I got an asthma attack, and that was purely anxiety driven. And imagine, this is a respiratory illness that people have, and I've got this asthma attack. I was pretty sure I had it. And I'm just telling you, even though I exercised, I needed something more. And exercise is very much a part of my life, and I've been exercising for like days and days. So at this particular point of time, I needed exercise plus. So I started meditating. I did a little bit of meditation, and I used to look up yoga poses for anxiety, yoga poses for stress. I used to practice those till I found my calm again, and till I found my space of balance. So I needed more than I normally do, because this is a different time from what anybody has experienced before. This is something so unique and so different. I mean, we are a part of history. We can talk about this time. This was the time pre-COVID and post-COVID. So we're gonna live through this and live to tell the tale and be positive through this. That's what my intent is every single day.
I love the vibe of Mom's Magic in your speech, Mandira. I'll say that first. And secondly, did it all help you to feel centered as a mom?
Well, you have to feel centered. If here's the thing, if I know the anxiety I went through, and I know that, even if you try not to transfer it on to your children get the vibe. Your children feel something is wrong. They feel the fear, they feel the anxiety if a parent is going through it. So you have to be, as a parent, you have to be very responsible about that. So whatever you're going through, you've got to make sure that your children don't remember this time with the kind of fear. It shouldn't be a time of, oh my God, I went through this, and I don't want to think about it. They shouldn't have dreams about this time. So as a parent, you've got to be responsible. As a parent, you've got to make sure that you have to give off positive vibes, so that your children absorb those vibes, and they've got you're responsible for them. You're not just responsible for them. You're responsible for your husband. You're responsible for your parents. Our parents and our elderly at this point of time are so vulnerable, and we have to be really careful. We have to be positive. Do you know what I do every single evening with my parents? My parents live in Delhi, so that I check in on them. And this is something I never did before this lockdown and everything. Every evening between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, we raise a glass, be it a cup of tea, be it a lassi, be it an nimbu pani, and we say cheers to each other and check on each other's health. And my parents and I, we've been doing it every single day since the lockdown. I think my mom, speaking of moms, my mom must be watching me. I love you, Mom.
Hi, Auntie. I'm so happy you're watching it. Great. Okay. So, Mandira, since you know that this first session of our series is all about fitness for moms.
Yes.
So, I know you have a 8-year-old, Veer. Yes, you hop, skip, jump, swim with him. But in these so-called novel tough times, there are varied stress levels, there are added chores. So how can a mom maintain her fitness levels or start fitness regime altogether?
Before I talk about fitness, leading up to fitness, a very important thing is that everyone should make a routine for themselves. That is something that is of utmost importance at a time like this, because you can feel totally, you can wake up every morning and say, where is my life headed, or what am I going to do today, or what, you've got to give yourself a routine every single day, because it's very easy to spend your entire day wearing your pajamas, and you should not do that, okay? So I wake up every morning and I say, okay, these are the things I have to do. I am currently homeschooling my son, and for every mom who's out there, I commend you and I look up to you, sister, because what you're going through, I'm going through. We're not trained to be teachers, and yet we're teaching our children all the subjects every single day. So homeschooling is a very important part of our lives at this point of time. So first I make myself this routine. Okay, this is what my day is looking like. In the morning, exercise. In the second part of the day, like say 10:30 onwards to say 3 o'clock is homeschooling. Post 3 o'clock, I get 1 hour to myself to do whatever I need to, phone calls, work, whatever. 5 o'clock in the evening, just so that my son is also active. we walk
Yeah.
for half an hour. Now you can walk in the corridor of your house. You can find that point to that point in your house that gives you that many steps, and just walk up and down. It's very important to be active. And my son, who's such an active child in school, they have PE, they have yoga, they have stuff that keeps them active. They're not active over here. They're sitting in front of screens. They're sitting in front of their books. So
Right.
I make sure that he gets some activity in. Now, as far as fitness for mums is concerned, fitness is my favorite subject, by the way. So what I'm going to tell you about fitness is that over the last little while, over the last maybe year and a half, in spite of all my travel, with all my travel, I've been doing this. First it was a 100-day challenge. Now it's a 365-day challenge. So I exercise every single day.
Yeah.
And very often I don't have the time to exercise. Very often I'm in a hotel and I don't have the time to go to the gym. I have to squeeze a workout in 45 minutes. So I have been developing over time workouts that require no equipment and very little space. So I'm going to just show the moms who are sitting at home that every day you have to put together that willpower. You've got to put together that like drive and say, you know what, I am going to exercise, and you start with 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day can then become 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day can become 30 minutes a day. And then you can reach a space like where you can build up to an hour a day. An hour a day is ideal. You can mix it up. You can walk with your child for 30 minutes and do a 30-minute workout in the morning. So it's not like it's boring. So I'm going to show you a couple of workouts, a couple of exercises actually. I've set everything up. Can you see my mat? Is my mat visible?
It is slightly. And on another note, I'll ask all the moms watching us to please be ready. I hope you are in your workout gear.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to make it very complicated. I'm just going to explain very quickly. There's certain exercises that you can do at home, and they work out your body just as well as as using weights and working out at a gym. So the simplest exercise that everyone and anyone can do, and you need nothing for it, is squats. And squats is a brilliant exercise. So I'm just showing you, the squat is not just this, and it's not the full Dandabaitak. You've got to find a nice position. You've got to squat nice and deep like this. Pretend you're sitting on a low stool. As far as possible, keep your thighs parallel to the floor. Make sure your knees don't go too far up in front of your toes. So that is generally what a squat is. And once you get into the whole hang of things as far as squats are concerned, you should do a minute of squats, mix it up. Now I'm going to show you what I do for a general workout. I normally time my workouts. So I have a stopwatch next to me, but we're not going to do the entire workout. I'm just going to show you. I start, possibly because this is a very good warm-up as well, I start with a minute of squats. So
Great.
I just keep squatting at this speed for about a minute. Then the
Mandira, I
other...
feel inspired to exercise with you. Can I do that right now?
Sorry?
Yeah, I feel inspired to exercise with you right now. Can I do
Please
that?
start with me. I'm going to show you, and you can also demonstrate to everyone how these exercises are done. These are actually very simple exercises. They require nothing. All you need is a towel or a mat, a yoga mat, which you put on the floor so you don't hurt yourself. So just generally speaking, we've got like squats to begin with.
Right.
So I do a minute of squats, and this is a good stretch and a good warm up as well. And then you can do lunges in two ways. Lunges are very important as well for the legs and for your hips, and they open your hips out. So you can do lunges like this. You can go into a lunge position from the front, like so.
Alright.
And these are alternate lunges,
Alright.
right?
Yes.
The important thing to remember with lunges is you don't have to go far. You have to go deep, as deep as you can get. So
I'm
the
feeling like a
deeper the
90
lunge,
with the legs.
the deeper the lunge, the better it is. Sorry.
Okay. We maintain like a 90 degree with the legs, is it?
Yes, about a 90 degrees is good. It's important not to go far. It's important to try and go deep. See?
Okay. Yeah.
You can do lunges in two different ways. Forward lunges, like so.
Yeah.
Or you can stand in the position like this and go backward lunges, where you step back instead of forward. So lunges is another beautiful exercise. So I do alternating lunges for 1 minute. Then my favorite exercise in the whole world, I think it just, it exercises your whole body, and it's a part of my workout every day, somewhere or the other. A workout is not complete without somebody called Jack. Okay, and he's a jumping one. And this is how you perform a jumping jack. You've got to open your arms out and take them up and down, and you're supposed to move your legs up, out and in alongside. So, simple jumping jack. It's like this. Right? So I've shown you squats, I've shown you lunges, I've shown you jumping jacks. Now, very often what happens is we want to work out our arms, and we, generally speaking, need equipment. So the arm exercise that you can do sitting at home, or standing at home, never sitting, standing at home, is these arm circles, where you circle this way. You circle in the anti-clockwise direction to begin with. You can do it for 30 seconds or a minute, and keep the bottom of your body moving. So, yeah, you shouldn't just be standing. I mean, all parts of your body should be in motion. So this is arm circles in the anti-clockwise direction. If you've done 30 seconds or a minute of it, you can go in the clockwise direction, but keep on moving. The legs have to keep on moving. You have to keep on moving. It's important to be active. Then if you're feeling good about this and saying, wow, I feel a burn in my arms, and you've done, say, another 30, you can't, it's better timing it with a stopwatch than counting, because you can go crazy counting. You go inwards. Can you see? Inwards meaning frontwards. Point your palms towards the front, and keep the bottom of your body still in motion. Another 30 seconds of this or a minute of this, and then you go backwards. By this time, if you've done 30 seconds or a minute of each of these, you're like dying a little bit. But if you still have the energy to go on, upwards.
Right.
And then downwards.
Is there a minimum number that you suggest for
No,
this
so I'm saying start with doing 30 seconds. So what did I say? 30 seconds anti-clockwise, 30 seconds clockwise, 30 seconds forward, 30 seconds backward, 30 seconds up, and 30 seconds down. That's good. You'll be like, oh my gosh, my arms are burning, my shoulders are burning. So that's for the arms. And can I show you some lying down exercises? Do you think you can see my mat? Can you see my mat clearly? Should I try?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I think I am visible. I am visible?
I hope the moms can see the mat as well. So.
Alright. Now, for lying down, the lying down exercises, another really good exercise for the hips and the glutes is called a glute bridge. So you lie on your back like so, and lift your entire midsection up in the air like so. And this is the first variation. I mean, I can do a lot of this. If you're in the gym, or if you have any weights at home, you can put it on your midsection and lift with the weight. There is a variation to this. I don't know if you can see, but you put your feet together, and the soles of your feet are touching each other, and you're doing the same thing with the soles of your feet touching each other. And this is a really good exercise for the hips, for the glutes. So this is a brilliant exercise, but we all have problems with our hips and our thighs. These exercises basically mobilize and give you a great burn on your hips and your thighs. Now I'm going to show you a couple of quick ones for the abs. I don't know whether you can see me. Can you see me if I lie down? Yes.
Yes, we can.
Alright, so when you are in this position, you can start with simple crunches, just like this, with the only one part of your body moving. This is stationary, your legs are stationary, and just your head is moving up. Remember, don't bring your chin to your chest. Your chin should be upwards. It's like a thread is pulling your chin up. Can you see? So this is the simple crunch.
Yeah.
Then if you're feeling adventurous, you can go for a double crunch, where you touch your forehead to your knees and stretch out. Forehead to your knees and stretch out. All right? Can you see that?
Yes,
And
perfect.
then something for the obliques is something called bicycle, and this is how you do the bicycle. You get into position, elbow to knee, elbow to knee, alternate elbow to knee, alternate elbow to knee. So this is a really effective, bicycle is a really effective ab workout. I mean, you do say 30 of them and you're nice and tired. You can do them fast, you can do them slow. And I have one more.
Yes.
If you don't want to lie down but still want to work out the abs, I have another favorite ab exercise, which is a standing one, where you stand and put your hands behind your head, and you can do it this way.
I think I can do it.
You can do it the right side, right elbow to the right knee, or okay, this is one way of doing it, and the other way of doing it is opposite.
Yes.
So these are standing ab exercises. So if you don't feel like lying down, or you don't have the space but you still want to exercise, you can make a nice combination. You can do 2 minutes of squats, 2 minutes of lunges, 2 minutes of standing abs, 2 minutes of jumping jacks. That's 8 minutes of a good workout, and then here's the thing, even if you don't want to do jumping jacks, you find that moving the entire movement of your arms excessive, there are simpler ways to keep the jump going, and that is like there's a scissor kick. So if you can see me, you're just going forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Scissor kick front. And you can do scissor kick sideways as well. And then you're not moving your arms, so you can go.
Right. It's a crisscross?
Yeah, it's a crisscross. So you alternate crisscross.
Yes.
So these are some exercises you can totally do at home. Squats and lunges are the best exercise you can do. Squats and lunges are very effective. Jumping jacks are my favorite. Squats, lunges and jumping jacks are in all of my workouts. You can have different variations of them. Like I have one workout which is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that particular workout is a circuit of 15 minutes. 5 minutes of just squats, slow squats, no weights. 4 minutes of alternating lunges. 3 minutes of glute bridges. 2 minutes of abs. And abs you can do cycle, you can do regular crunch, you can do whatever. And 1 minute of Superman, which I can't show you because I'm flat on the floor. But Superman is when you're lying on the floor with just your torso on the floor. I'll try and show you. Those who are watching on Facebook Live can see it. So you are lying on the floor. I think you'll be able to see me. I think you can. And your just like your upper thighs and your torso are on the floor, and you are in this position. You are kind of, this is Superman position, and this is like a breaststroke position. So you keep moving up and down like this. 1 minute of this, and can I tell you, you're like, woo, when is this minute ending? So that gives you a nice back workout as well. So, it's easier to work out the lower body without equipment. It's harder to work out the upper body. But I've given you some nice arm rolls, and I've given you the Superman, which is really good for the shoulders and the back. So there are ways of working out. And right now, there is so much available online. You can, every day, I learn 2 new exercises. Because there's so many fitness influencers I follow, and so many fitness influencers I look up to who have new moves. I really believe creativity is the mother of invention. Over this last little while, I've developed new workouts. I've tried new things. Every day I'm trying 10. I just attempt 10 handstands every day because I want to get better at a handstand. And it's not great. It's not like I can do it without any support or anything. But every day it feels a little bit easier. So consistency is key. And one piece of advice I'm going to give all the moms out there, before you get caught up in the routine and the rut of the day, and I don't want to call it a rut. just before you get caught up in the routine of the day, and you have so much to do and so many things to look into, you kind of put exercise on the back burner, and you shouldn't do that. So my advice to you is wake up that little bit earlier and get the exercise in before. Once the exercise is out of the way, then you can take on the day, and your day will go better because of the endorphins and endorphins. And it is actually scientifically proven that your willpower is higher or at its highest in the morning, and as the day progresses, your willpower dissipates. So very often what happens is you find a reason, find an excuse, charge nahi kal karenge, forget about today I'm too busy, today I'm very tired, today I'm too caught up. So if you actually...
I'm so busy taking care of the family.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much to do. So if you say, you know what, I'm going to use this lockdown to get into an exercise and a workout routine and to get healthier and become fitter, then the only way to do it is in the morning. Finish it off in the morning, because that way you're never making excuses for the rest of the day, because the day takes you over, and that happens. So, and one other thing is, whatever kind of home you live in, there's always one point to the other that will be like a certain number of steps. Find that route and just walk up and down. Just walk up and down. I was talking to somebody who was like, how do we get active? What are the other tips and tricks, even if we're not able to work out? I say, people take a lot of, like people who are working from home and have to take a lot of work calls. They can, or even if you're talking to your friends, or if you're talking to your relatives or whatever, and you're taking a work call, walk while you work, or walk while you talk. Yeah. So what happens is you're getting some steps in. Anytime I'm doing any phone calls that I know will be about 5, 10, 15 minutes long, I just walk up and down, and those are the days I get like 15,000 steps in.
That's so much like utilizing their time. Yeah. Making the creative use and the fit use of it.
Yeah.
And you told us so much, Mandira, already. I hope our moms out there, they get to exercise their fitness muscle with consistency, as you said, and just like you do. So we do look up to you, and I'm sure a lot of moms do that.
Thanks.
So Mandira, I know that I read it in your book that a gym is like like how nuts are to a squirrel.
Yes.
So is it gym to you? The gyms are shut, but thank you so much for all for telling us all those exercises that can be very easily and effectively done at homes by all the moms out there. So on that note, I would say, Mandira, that you, आपका जो diligence है, आपका जो discipline है, that's a very powerful example of mom's magic. Yeah. So do you think that only when a mom is fit, she can feel confident about her body, or how does it work?
Look, you should love your body however it is. Whatever it is, however it is, it is the only home that you have for the rest of your life. You could change many homes, but your body is the only home that you have, and you have to love it and you have to respect it. Whether it is heavier than you want it to be or lighter than you want it to be, you have to love and respect it, because it is your home. Now, if you want to make your home more strong, then that's in your hands, right? So you say, okay, this is my home. I love my home for what it is and for the protection it's given me, and it houses me and looks after me. But let me make this strong. Let me make the roots of this home strong. And to do that, what can you do? You can exercise, and you can make that foundation stronger. You can eat well, and you can make that foundation stronger. You can stay away from the stuff that doesn't. Fat is not foundation. So I'm just saying muscles are foundation, strong bones are foundation. So you can make that foundation stronger by exercising and eating well and eating the right things. But you have to love your body for whatever it is. I know there was a time I hated my body. I'd say, I've got extra fat here and extra fat here, and every time I put on weight on my stomach, and I don't feel nice about this. I don't like this part of my body or this part of my body. And you don't do that. This is the body you've been given. All right?
Yes.
It's in your hands. It's in your hands to change it and to make it stronger. For me, exercise is about making yourself fit. Exercise is about making yourself the best version of yourself. But that does not mean that while you're a work in progress, you should hate your body or dislike your body or diss your body. So you have to love your body first. And if you love your body will respond also to exercise and good eating and, a healthy lifestyle.
That mom's belief of being confident about it, basically.
Yeah, the confidence comes from loving your body. All right, you have to love your body however it is, and just say, you know what, thank you. You house me, you look after me, and you protect me. Now, let me take care of you. Right? So then you can get onto a journey of whatever you want to do with your body. You want to change your body, and you want to get stronger and get fitter. That's separate. But you have to first love your body, and confidence comes from when you love your body. I love it when I see a lot of women who are heavier built and bigger built, but that confidence that they have is because they love themselves. You have to love yourself. Self-love is a very important thing. You have to love yourself, you have to love your body, and you have to love you for whoever you are.
So yes, so true. So fitness for moms. So there you are, exercising the gratitude muscle, also the fitness, and of course, feeling confident. So that way you can stay strong, moms.
Yes.
And on that note, Mandira, can we just quickly take up some viewers' questions?
Yes, of course.
Can we just give a quick glance? And in the meanwhile, I'll leave it up to you to attend to whichever question you like. I would ask you at home, who's the accountability partner for you? Is it Veer or is it Raj, your husband?
Unfortunately, they're not my accountability partners. I am their accountability partner. I'm the one who's the watch on both of them.
Not surprised.
Because you know what? There was a time where I needed a push. But over the last maybe 7-8 years, I'm very, very highly motivated. And they say it takes 21 days to become a habit, for anything to become a habit. So I've been doing it for like 210 days or 2,100 days. So I don't need the push. I don't need the push. But with my son, I make sure that, and it's become a routine with him and me. Every evening before dinner and before he has his bath, he and I go for a walk. And we talk about, because he's been doing schooling and his school stuff all day, we talk about video games. Why do we talk about video games? Because it's something he loves. And so I club that walk with something he loves. So the overall experience becomes a beautiful one for him. He wants to talk about this character and that character and this and that, which he doesn't get to talk about otherwise. So during that walk, he can freely talk about it. And I add to it. I do some research on that character and tell him 5 facts about the character he doesn't know. So I'm his accountability partner. And even with my husband, I'm the one who gives him a push. And he needs a push every now and then, because when you live with a person who's into fitness, either you go in that direction or you go in the opposite direction. Now, my husband tends to go in the opposite direction. So every now and then, I gifted him a step counter. So these days, he's doing 10,000 steps every single day. 10,000 plus.
Yes. Oh, God. I think because you holistically take care of the family there, that's why.
Well, I mean, I try. People can't. I kind of set very high standards for myself as far as my workout and exercise go. I need to work out while I'm here, and while I'm on lockdown, I work out about 90 minutes a day. And every day I do so I can't expect the same, but I mean, he has set himself, with my son, 30 minutes of walking. With my husband, he has set himself a goal of like 8,000 steps and above, and he's been doing 10,000 steps. So sometimes when you don't push, and sometimes when you don't hold anyone accountable, they start taking the lead themselves. I've realized that.
So you're telling some delicious recipes of fitness to all the moms watching us right now. And as we tend towards wrapping up the session, Mandira, as a strong mom that you exemplify, and we relate to you so much, what's that one mom's magic mantra that you would want to give to all the moms who are watching us right now to stay strong?
The mom's magic mantra to stay strong would be that, there was a time that I did not love myself, and I was very critical of myself, and I never believed anything I did was good enough. And that is possibly the worst thing that any mom can do for themselves, as in be overly critical of themselves. So you have to not be hard on yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. And self-love is something that is very, very different from selfishness. Self-love is just taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself and being easier on yourself than perhaps you've been in the past. And once you do that, you get into a better mental, emotional, and physical state to take care of yourself and your family. Self-love. So my magic mantra to all the moms would be that love yourself. Please love yourself. You know, no one can, don't expect others to love. If you don't love yourself, don't expect others to love you. So first love yourself. First love yourself. That sets up the base and the foundation for you to take care of yourself and others. You will become the best version of yourself if you can start loving yourself. Self-love is the key.
That's so very relevantly and so thoughtfully said by you, Mandira. I think yes. And it's never too late to start, right?
Never too late. My gosh, all my life has been about never too late. Since you're reading my book and you have read my book, and that's where it's coming from, I know. Really, it's never too late to do anything in life. All of my most important things that have happened to me at a time when traditionally they shouldn't have happened, or couldn't have happened, or would not have been recognized to have happened. So it's never too late to do anything. Just know that the world is your oyster and you can do anything. Just have that will, that drive, that intent, even being happy for no reason. I've had a lot of anger issues, and I see them crop up even now at times like this when things are hard. I've seen them crop up, but I'm just saying it's never too late to take that decision that I want to be happy, and I want to be happy not because of something outside of myself, because of an outside circumstance or a person or a an event. That happiness should come from within. So I'm saying it's never too late to start loving yourself. It's never too late to put out that intent every day that I'm going to be happy for no reason. I'm going to be happy from within and not because of anything that's outside.
That's beautiful. And Neha says that you look lovely.
Yeah. Thank you. There are lots of nice questions that are coming. I'm going to take
somebody. I think she is a mom. She said, as a mom, what's the bare minimum number of minutes one should exercise as a mom?
Look, as a mom, even I'm just saying. Okay, I have an equation. I have an equation that I put out even for non-lockdown days. Those are the ones where I share this equation the most. In 24 hours, you have 7 hours of sleep. Okay, if we're good, 7-8 hours of sleep. I'd say 7 hours is good. You're lucky if you get good 7 hours of sleep. That leaves you with 17 hours. Now, tell me something. In 17 hours, can you not pull out half an hour, 45 minutes for yourself? And I'm just saying, if the intent is there, you can exercise anywhere, even locked up in your home. You say, like I'm seeing a couple of questions of people saying, how do you do cardio when you can't go out for a walk? I'll tell you how you do cardio. You put on your shoes, you put on your shoelaces, you can do the exercises I showed you, jumping jacks and scissor kicks and stuff like that. If not, you can just put on the TV and march. You can march in place. That is exercise too. Those are steps as well. So if the intent is there, you can exercise like that as well. And don't say it's boring. You're watching television, you're watching something on a screen, and you're exercising at the same time. So intent, more important is intent. Once the intent is there, you'll always find a way.
Absolutely, that's so true. And one should ideally use a mat while even spot jogging, right?
No, not necessarily. I'm saying you're wearing a decent pair of shoes for spot jogging or for jumping jacks. You don't need to do it on a mat. You can do it on the floor. If you have a mat, do it on the mat. The mat tends to shift and move when you do jumping exercises on it. So I'm just saying you don't need a mat for that. I mean, the exercises bar the Superman and those lying down ab exercises can all be done without a mat. Can just be done on your floor, and all you need is a really limited amount of space. Squats, lunges, standing abs, jumping jacks, scissor kicks, all can be done with very minimal space.
So no excuses and no dependencies.
That's right.
Moms can
That's
easily
right.
work out
Yes.
at home. So all right, and Mandira, as a winding up note, I know once again quoting a thing from your book that I mean, I know that you said that at the end of the day, all we need is not just love, but authentic love. This is something that you are trying to teach Veer, and you're also learning from him at the same time.
Absolutely.
So,
Authenticity is, I think, of primary importance to me. I think even being in this entertainment industry, I do not have a different persona. Outside of my home, I'm not another kind of person outside of my home and another kind of person inside. I try to be the most authentic version of yourself, and if you are authentic and if you can keep it real, that's the kind of vibe that you get as well. So if you put out authenticity, you will get authenticity back. If you put out love from the bottom of your heart, and you can see when it's genuine, you can see when it's real. If you put that out, that's what you get back. That's what I believe.
That's a beautiful note for all the moms to stay strong out there watching us. Thank you to you for your most, as I say, authentic and loving association with Sunfeast Mom's Magic Power to You series. More power to you, Mandira, and to all the moms watching us.
Shikha, thank you very much. More power to you. You're so lovely. We've worked together before as well, and you have such a great energy. More power to you. I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, stay indoors. And to all the moms who are watching, thank you for watching in. Thank you for tuning in. And please keep active. Please, look after yourselves. In this time, we can very easily fall into this thing of, just getting so caught up with 100 things and looking after our families. You need to take care of yourselves as well. This is the time where you can do it. And big thank you to Sunfeast for putting together such a wonderful, platform where moms can tune in and moms can share information. This is, the magic of Sunfeast, and this is the magic of moms. Moms have, a lot of energy to give and a lot of energy they want to share. And so I hope this session has been of some use to all of you, and I hope you can take something back from this. And I wish you a lot of positivity, a lot of light, and a lot of good luck. Please stay safe, stay indoors, and stay well. Stay positive. Most important, stay positive.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. After seeing you, I'm sure we understand that fitness and feeling happy and loving oneself, of course, seems to be non-negotiable for all the moms watching us.
Yes.
I'm going to see everybody, and I hope, Mandira, you join us too tomorrow as well at 6 p.m. We'll have another celebrity guest, a mom, with us tomorrow as well. So stay strong, moms, because the world out there needs your magic more than ever. Thank you very much, Mandira, and thank you to everybody watching us live. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.